James Tedesco's he's the new benchmark of fullbacks in Australia.
He's got it back to you-know-who. Tedesco for the corner. Tedesco's over.
He's just got the evasive skills that very few people are blessed with in their lifetime. I don't think we've seen the best of him yet.
Hayne has broken through.
Jared Hayne played in a period where Queensland was so dominant and he was still the best player on the field on both teams.
Hayne is running it down behind the dead ball line. New South Wales have won it.
When they won the series, it was on the back of him.
Floats it to Daley. Daley's kicks a grubber and a beauty. Daley scored.
When it came to Origin, he had a real influence on the teams that he played.
I think New South Wales had a really good era there and Laurie was the key to that.
Eddie Howson, he comes from nowhere and puts it down.
The speed that he had was absolutely blinding, and we used to send out some messages, just try and cut short the time that he's going to have available and the space he's going to have to work in. He's just too good.
It's been picked up by Grothe. You can put the glasses down. Nobody in this Queensland side will catch him.
Eric Grothe Sr. picks himself. He was just so damaging.
I watch him and just was in awe of his strength. Just one of those guys that, when he got the football in the clear, it was just a great spectacle.
Lockyer, charge down, Fittler's going to score!
Freddie, the ultimate competitor, you play him anywhere on the field and always competed, always was one of the best players.
When the game was on the line, he wanted the ball and can turn the game when it needed to be turned.
New South Wales have won it! Buderus to Johns, he'll score! The captain is in! Andrew Johns scores!
The eighth immortal. How do you not have Andrew Johns in the side?
Joey just ticks all the boxes, which I don't think many halfbacks before or after can do.
His vision was incredible. He could see things that were going to happen in 2 or 3 tackles time.
The complete player. There wasn't a skill in the game that he wasn't good at.
Lazarus putting 2 big front row runs back to back.
The first time I got to see Glenn Lazarus play was impossible not to admire him. He carted the ball up consistently.
For a big man, he got your yards for you, but he also did the little things better than anybody.
Buderus goes to Johns, off his right foot try. The Newcastle captain to the New South Wales captain.
Buderus and Hooker and Johns at half had a great combination. And Buderus is just the ultimate competitor, tough.
Loved his leadership, loved his passion for the Blues. Terrific player and a terrific guy and what the Blues is all about.
Harragon with a strong, hard run. Harragon, hard and tough.
Chief was just that inspirational type, very emotional bloke, and you got so much playing with him, just watching him just attack the other team was pretty inspiring.
Every run was do or die, tuck the ball many metres as he could, didn't care about the collisions.
For Walters to turn, oh, Gilmeister! Siro got him a beauty.
He was the one I thought that turned the tide all the time, just some of his runs and some huge hits, and great to have around camp. So yeah, Ciro's in my top 5 Origin players. He's incredible.
Now for Kennedy, the big bloke. He stretches out. Here's Gaznia in some space.
Ben Kennedy's my favourite player to play with. He was just so intimidating, ran great lines, and everyone loved playing with him. He stood up to a lot of the Queensland big boys. Great player in any era.
Who offloads for Bradley? Clyde! Clyde, he's going to score! Clyde, he gets the first try!
Clyde, he was an attacking lock, and he was also one that did all the tough stuff, and he's one of the best players of all time, Clyde. I think injury sort of got in his way a bit, but he was an incredible footballer.
He was just magnificent. His work rate was incredible. He had a lot of natural ability, a big long stride on him. He was so hard to tackle.
Well, it wouldn't be State of Origin if Stephen Roach didn't show a little emotion.
Love playing against Blocker. We played with a bit of fire. If you gave him a bit of lip, he'd give you a smack across the chops.
No one hates Queensland more than Blocker. When it was catch and kill out there, Blocker was the one killing.
Cordner, look, he's one of my favourite players. Just heart and soul in every single game, 100% effort in everything he does, which is what you need.
He doesn't say much, but he's very inspirational.
Your winning captain, Boyd Cordner. Congratulations, New South Wales.
Michael O'Connor, tremendous goal kicker. We'll never forget the sideline conversion at the stadium there to win the game in the wets with a leather ball. Not easy to do.
Absolutely stunning, and one of those blokes that had as good a sidestep as I've ever seen anybody else produce, and the inspiration that he used to provide for those around him was something that created a lot of drama for Queensland opposition.
Brett Kenney, put him on anywhere, match winner for you. Play him in the centres, play him in the back row, play him at 5'8". His record against Wally Lewis speaks for itself. I think he's the most successful number 6 against Wally Lewis during that great era.
Whenever New South Wales picked Brett Kenney at centre, I was the happiest man alive. Just a stunning player. He was a guy that I think really inspired New South Wales attack, and was one of those blokes that I can honestly say every time I played against him, the fear factor was alive.
Obviously he understands the game extremely well. He was successful as a club coach early on, and he's our most successful New South Wales coach, and again, that's no fluke.
Taught me so much about footy, taught me so much about big match mentality going into big games, and he was the perfect coach for that 6-week period to get everyone in tune and everyone travelling in the one direction. He was a genius.
He hits it, he's got it!